So the last episode of Hawkeye dropped, and I've had this bug been sitting in the back of my head like all day. And when that happens, I feel the best thing to do is just throw it out there on the internet, see if you guys agree with me. I really feel like the Hawkeye show, especially the last episode, is making a case that essentially Yelena and Kate are going to end up in kind of the same relationship that Clint and Natasha had. Because there was that look on the roof, and the very first time I saw the look, I thought it was a look of, I dare you to shoot that arrow at me so I can beat your ass. Probably wasn't something along those lines. Because then I started thinking about the conversation that Clint has with Kate earlier, talking about the first time he met Natasha. He could see it in her eyes that she just wanted to get away. She wanted to escape, and she was in a bad situation. And I feel as though when they were on the roof, when Kate finally got to see Yelena's face, I think that she kind of saw the exact same thing that Clint did with Natasha back in the day, which was that essentially Yelena was here for all the wrong reasons, or she was essentially here without understanding the full picture. And she was in pain. And the reason why she was in pain was because the person that she looked up to for so long as her sister was essentially dead. And I'm really interested to see where exactly their relationship goes, because right now, in the space that Hawkeye has created, Kate kind of sucks when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. So it would make the most sense that in this situation, Yelena would probably end up taking Kate underneath her wing and teaching her to fight something along the lines of a widow, because we already see that she has a lot of the aspects that would have probably made her a really great widow. Exceptionally athletic, she's deadly with a bow or any type of weapon in general, from when we see her fight in the underground area when she was essentially kicking the wine bottles all around and knocking people out. She's extremely deceptive with the fact that not only was she able to talk the old man, I believe, into getting into the building, but then she was also able to talk to him so much that she annoyed him, and he kind of just went off and went away and left her to her own devices. Fantastic traits to make a widow. The only problem is she beeps before she looks to see exactly what she's jumping into. She doesn't assess the situation great. These are traits that I feel as though she's not going to pick up from Clint, because I feel that at the end of Hawkeye, Clint's going to retire. And I mean officially retire. He's essentially going to go off and live the family life that he's been looking to live for. The man's been looking to live the regular family life since Age of Ultron? Age of Ultron. Like, that's like 7 years he's been attempting to just live like a normal life. And every single time, like, he feels as though he's entering some level of normalcy, something happens that ends up just dragging him right back into the superhero life. And I feel as though he's tired of it. He's tired of putting his family through it. This situation with the watch is definitely leading to, I feel as though it's leading to a maybe a devastating conclusion in if the watch belongs to who we think it belongs to. Spoiler, his wife. That Laura Barton may be in danger, or her existence with the rest of the family may also put everyone else in danger. But I feel as though at the end of Hawkeye, Clint's going to go off on his own. And even though the mentor relationship is going to be established and he may end up teaching Kate a few more tricks before he goes off on his own, she's definitely going to need someone else in her life that's going to balance her out and level her out and make her into the badass version of Kate that we see in the, I almost wanted to call it anime. I have anime on the brain. I'm sorry. In the comics. But yeah, that's just my theory. It's been rattling around inside my head all day. I feel as though at the end of essentially this show, both it's going to be a repeat of essentially what we had in the original Avengers, which is the Hawkeye and the Widow. They're going to be best friends or something along the lines of best friends, because when you do look at both Kate and Yelena, they have the same personality, even though her personality has more spikes. They are eccentric. They have no filter whatsoever. They say whatever is on the top of their heads. And they're both super, super weird and adorable. So I would love to see them just go off as like two buddies slaying and kicking ass across the entire fucking planet. A Widow and a Hawkeye like we've always had, probably working for S.H.I.E.L.D. But that's the end of the video. If you agree with me that you would love to see both Yelena and Kate team up and go off, have their own movie, or maybe even have their own series, comment down below. Let me know. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the family, man. It's always great talking to you guys. I love this community that's being fostered on the channel. You guys are dope as hell. I'll catch you in the next one.